Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Knights of the Old Republic, and I'm going to turn down the volume there. That was quite loud. We are on Kashyyyk. However, as I remember, my Christmas holiday is finished, by the way. As I remember, when we arrived here, the person who greeted us called it something else. That is interesting. I don't get a lot of time left from loading cargo, so if you've got something to say, make it quick. What do you do for Czerka Corporation? I'm not actually considered a real employee. At least not enough to get one of those uniforms they stood around in. I just load cargo. Oops. When a ship comes in, I work straight through the day, but mostly I just pass the time playing Kazakh. Want a game? Oh, back to my other question. It'll be a while before another ship comes in, so go ahead. I have some questions about Kashyyyk. Oh, you mean Indian? I suppose the Wookiees can call their planet whatever they want, but the company pays to name the traders. I don't know much about it, though. I stay here and load cargo. You're better off asking the patrol guards or Janos. Have you heard any off-planet rumors? I heard something about terrorists, but I didn't really know anyone from there, so I haven't paid attention. Does that sound bad? I just figure that whatever's going on, whoever's in charge will still always need someone to load crates. Okay. You play Kazakh. You're here for me to play Kazakh with. That's what you're here for. You're there to suck up my money, just like the pod races. Okay. Oh, there's a metal box that I can open.
On it. Done.
Oh, we'll get those.
On it. Done.
We'll get those as well. I'm a great Jedi. All those people on Terra's dead. First I heard the whole planet was gone, but even just the city is sad. Just the city? The city covered the entire planet.
You know, Czerka Corporation should burn down some trees. Make room for some swoop races.
Oh, yeah. Lovely. Greetings again to you, human. It would seem the call of the hunt has brought us both to this troubled world. Oh, you. I have not been here long, but I can already see I will not be as welcome here as I had hoped. What are you doing here, comrade? Following me? Well, I'm sure you would prove an interesting hunt. I don't track sentient play. Two-legged animals do a fine job of killing each other without me. I have come here to seek an even greater play than we've faced on Tatooine, but the climate here is politically cold and I don't know if I will be allowed to hunt. Whose permission are you looking for? Astute question. Czerka Corporation seems to be in control here, but they don't care if I wander the Shadowlands, so long as I paid their docking fee. Instead, I hope to gain the trust of the native Wookiee population. I'm not here to just kill the biggest thing I can find. I want to understand how they hunt. What are you doing to gain their trust? Very little. I'm not doing her accent, am I? I'm sure they have had enough of off-worlders like Jerka claiming good intentions. I will simply try to stay out of their way. I've heard of an off-worlder that has gained respect by living in the Shadowlands for some years. Perhaps I will attempt the same. It could just be hunter tales, though. What do you know of Kashyyyk? I know that I don't know enough. Even from this docking area I can see this world as a true wonder. My desert-dimmed imagination didn't do it justice. This is just a shame to see Czerka Corporation here. They lack an appreciation for the wild nature of this world. I don't like having to deal with it. I'm looking for a star map here. Have you heard anything? No, but I wasn't listening for such talk. I'm sorry that I can't help you. Not Czerka... Okay. Let's go through this again. Oh, shoot! There's always an option to win, of course. That is easy for me to say, being an outsider. I would hope they are not complicit in slaving of their world, but it's not my place to judge. I have only just arrived. Let's do this. Okay, if not Czerka, who would you prefer to deal with? This is their world, after all. I can't understand why they have allowed it to be misused. Perhaps they had no choice. Oh, okay. There's always the option to fight, even if there is no option to win. Of course, that is easy for me to say, being an outsider. I would hope they are not complicit in the enslaving of their world, but it's not my place to judge. I've only just arrived. Okay, I have to.
Achuta.
A great hunt in this world would be glorious. Okay. So, this is the quest, this is the video where we just arrived to the world and now we're talking to everybody.
You know, Czerka Corporation should burn down some trees.
Right.
Make room for some swoop rate.
3 restraining collars failed on the last shipment. The buyer was not pleased. You'd think they'd be grateful to leave this barbaric place.
Term restraining. I have not prepared you for coming here, but I don't know if I should have prepared you for coming here, but I don't know if I've prepared myself. Prepared? What do you mean? Oh, those glasses. I didn't leave Koshik voluntarily. Mission must have told you how I was fleeing slavers, but there was more. I'm an exile. Slavers and Kashik only took me after I was forced to leave my village home 20 years ago. I'll let you talk. Why were you forced to leave? My brother made deals with the slavers and allowed them to get a foothold. I found out and attacked him. The fight was stopped, but my father did not believe me when I told him about my brother's actions. Oh dear. I was made in exile, disowned by my home and people. I should not be here. They will not accept me back. Why didn't your father believe me? When I attacked my mother, I was so mad I used my claws. You don't understand what that means to a woman. No, I don't really. Claws are tools, not weapons. To use them in battle is to become an animal. It is madness without honor. I am forever a mad claw in the eyes of my people. Nothing I say is to be trusted. They were right to cast me out. We'll deal with that if we have to. Let's go. I don't have much hope. Hello, you're a... All those people terrorists... Okay. You're a little bit decent.
Greetings to you. Something I can get for you?
Kindly direct your inquiries to me. Martin is merely an indebted employee. His opinions don't amount to much.
You're an annoying person.
So, new spaces have come to Wild Kashik. Please, look well upon the wares of Eli Gand. I live to serve your needs.
Just be sure to pay cash. The interest on his loans will drain you like a diluvian fatworm on a hut's backside.
First off, huts are all backside. Secondly, I don't much like the comparison. No need to get personal. It's just business. Poor fellow. He's been waiting for his friends to return with my money for a standard month now. But you don't need to hear this. What can I get you?
Do you always enslave your debtors?
Enslave? I resent that. Simply fair business. This man's fellows left without settling their debts, so he must make up the difference.
I know, it's standard trading rules. I just want to know where my crew went. I was only gone for 2 days. This isn't like them.
Yes, very sad that they would abandon you, especially while you were doing me a favor and helping repair one of my freighters. You think you know someone, and they turn out to be a cheat. Oh, not like you, Matt. You honor your deals.
I don't like
Word is
you.
a bond in trade.
Do your debtors have a habit of running off?
It happens from time to time. Credits are scarce out here, and not everyone is as honest as Mr. Daisel here.
You'll get your money. My crew will be back.
Of course they will. Until then, however, I can make use of you as a mechanic. Very rare to find skills of your kind out here.
How much debt buys a man's life?
Oh, it isn't about the amount. After all, as a skilled mechanic, Matin is worth much more than what is owed, especially on this remote planet.
Oh, you flatter me, Eli. I guess we're best buddies now.
As I was saying, it's a matter of principle. I'm nothing if not honest in my dealings, and I demand the same. He'll be free to go when his friends turn up and the debt is paid. I honor my deals. Let no one say otherwise.
Perhaps I could settle some of his debt.
Thanks, but no thanks. No offense, but there's no point in exchanging debt to Eli with debt to you.
Besides, he is a hard worker. I'd prefer to keep him.
Let me go back to my other
Of
questions.
course. I'm here to serve.
I think you did something to his crew. What do you know of Kashyyyk?
I don't concern myself with what goes on past this landing port. The Wookiees are very difficult to deal with. No business sense.
It is difficult indeed to deal with those you oppress and enslave.
He means they don't tolerate cheats.
No, I mean they don't respect the finer points of a good business plan. Give and take. That's why the Czerka Corporation simply takes.
What do you mean by that?
You'd have to take your question to the Czerka Corporation and the Wookiees themselves. I keep to myself.
Let's go back to my other
Of
questions.
course.
What do you carry?
Of course.
Also want to see how much money I have. So, I can't... That's a lot. These things, you would only be able to afford them if you win pod races. Basically. Janos' office. I like the fact you guys are just sitting there letting me do this. I am a wonderful Jedi. Hello. I don't... Lewin, are you ransacking these people's belongings? Isn't that what caused things to go wrong in Tatooine? Nope, no. Certainly not doing that. Not at all.
Welcome to Adean. I trust you will find our facilities pass inspection. Czerka Corporation is very efficient. I'm sorry, I don't understand Wookiee speak. Shiri Wook, I think it's called. What did the Wookiee say?
You work on Kashyyyk and don't understand the language.
Czerka Corporation calls the planet Adean, and no, I don't understand the language. The local Wookiee leader has made it so we don't need to. Wookiees are unable to speak Basic, but for the last decade, the residents of all local villages have been trained to understand it.
What good would that do?
It helps ease tensions. They are less hostile towards us if they understand what we say.
And it makes my people more desirable as slaves.
What did he say? I don't usually have a translator I can ask.
That knowing Basic just makes his people better slaves.
I just work here in the lab. I don't have anything to do with the taking of slaves.
Why don't you do anything to stop it?
I'm just an employee. You'll have to take your concerns to Janos. He's the voice for Czerka Corporation on this outpost.
How convenient. All the benefits with... What is your job here?
I'm conducting experiments on various samples of indigenous plant life. There may be untapped pharmaceutical resources here. Of course, that will take some time, and the Wookiees are a more immediate source of income. Please, I must return to my work.
I want to ask questions about this planet.
I'm sorry, but Director Janos will see to your questions. I must continue my work.
What is your job
I'm
here?
conducting
Goodbye for now.
Farewell.
I'm not going to bully him. Officer, okay.
Local fauna is amazing. If I could isolate why the trees grow so big, it would be worth more than 1,000 Wookiee slaves.
How can Czerka Corporation serve you during your visit to Adean? Tell me about the planet. You called it G5623 before. Galactic basic name is Adean, chosen by corporate ballot among stockholders. It would seem you are already acquainted with this world, given your choice of captain companion. I've been away for a very long time. You let the beast speak for you? You allow it more liberties than most of our customers. Allow it liberties? What do you mean? Take from their homes and sell them to the highest bidder. The current Wookiee seems displeased with the situation, but I fail to see a concern. You seem to be a satisfied customer. Zalbar is no slave. He has pledged a life debt to me. To stay, like I mentioned before, it's so much easier than relying on restraining collars. Do not demean life dead. Do not. You will be blamed for the actions of your Wookiee. Please, call him off. Why do the Wookiees tolerate you? I merely represent Czerka Corporation at this outpost. There are other directors at other stations, of course. Arrangements have been made with the Wookiee leadership. Harvesting is handled as delicately as possible, relatively speaking. You want to tell me about these agreements? I can tell you about the agreement. We supply arms in exchange for a supply of healthy Wookiees. We are kept profitable, and an agreeable leader is kept in power. He keeps the process from becoming a constant firefight. What is this leader's name? I believe his name is Chundar. Chundar the Barbarian! That's Thundar. I don't deal directly with them, thank goodness. Far too brutish. That's not a name I wanted to hear. Sounds as though your thrall's opinion about our arrangement with this leader. Doesn't matter, Chundar is unquestioned. What about it, Salvo? What's the matter? That is not something I will talk about. Not yet. That's your brother, isn't it? I have other questions to ask. Looking for a star map. I have no information on that. Are you sure you meant to come here? This world is very primitive. Much of it is still unexplored even by the locals. The forest gets ever more dangerous the further you descend. The lowest levels of the Shadowlands are largely unknown. I'd like to ask about the Czerka. Branches and mini-systems mostly concerned with weapons production for personal and ship-mounted use. Of course, the mini-outposts on this world are only concerned with bio-acquisitions. I'd like to talk about the slaving operation. Very limited number of things I can say. What do you want to discuss? I can't allow this to continue. It's not up to you. This planet is not a member of the Republic, and its backward citizens hold no rights. I'm sorry you are offended, but this operation is very humane. Even the Wookiee leadership knows it is more beneficial to work with us.
Slavery under any guise should not be tolerated.
Besides, even if you did do something drastic here, the Czerka Corporation has other outposts on EDN. It would change nothing. Through speaking for now. Very good. Feel free to inspect our operation here, but I would advise against going too far from the main landing area. The planet is still very much untamed, and we do not send out patrols for lost tourists. Hey, Johanny, do you mind me stealing from them now? No. Go right ahead. Perfectly. I don't mind if you rob them blind. They deserve it. Oh, there's not anything else to steal. Is there anything to hack? No, there's nothing to hack either. I am a wonderful Jedi. Okay. Are you going to say they should burn down trees to put up swoop races?
Take a walk, Spacer. You don't look like a big buyer to me.
Interesting.
Hold here, Spacer. Czerka Corporation doesn't recommend traveling in wild Adean. Katarn attacks are especially bad right now. Wookiee hunters usually keep numbers down, but I think they leave certain areas infested, just hoping a Czerka guard will get killed.
What do you know about the Wookiees?
You're the Wookiee lover. Why don't you tell me about them? I'm sure you're real close friends. Keep your pet on a leash, or you'll be wearing him. I have no love for these animals. I've seen guards ripped to shreds.
What can you tell? So the Wookiees are fighting back?
Not anymore. Look, you want to know why the Wookiees are acting compliant? You go ask them. When they rip your head off, we'll fish it out of the Shadowlands and give it a proper burial. How about that?
What can you tell me about Czerka Corporation?
I don't talk to Wookiee lovers. Get rid of your rug, and maybe I won't have you shot. I won't stop you, but you leave this area at your own risk. We're here to protect the company, not you.
I wonder what would happen if I
Don't
came...
bother me. You're on your own here.
Yep. I could temporarily leave Zalbar out of my party. Where's the map? Add you.
Still here? Why do you keep bothering me? All our services are up near the docking area.
Questions for you.
Make it quick. I'm no information booth. Talk to Janos in the Czerka office.
What do you know? What can you tell me about the Czerka
Go to
Corporation?
Janos for company policy. I just man the gate to make sure people like you know you're on your own on the other side.
Okay, that's all.
Watch yourself out there. There won't be any rescue missions if you go missing.
Okay. So he doesn't tell you anymore if Zalbar's not in the party. I'm going to go ahead and save the game. Cancel. I don't want to overwrite that. No, I probably should. Annoying Czerka. Okay.
How may I be of a...
Just wondering if we could
What
talk.
is it?
Nothing
Of
now.
course.
We have not increased level enough. I wonder if we've increased level enough to talk to Zalbar. Oh, Kinrath. Interesting. Kinrath, they're kind of a spidery thingy, right? More like a sort of a praying mantis sort of thing. Yay! It's time for pinata enemies again. Oh, it's already over. Yay. Oh, there are turrets. Ooh. Wait, there's a corpse. Damage sentry droid. I feel it all now that we are away from the spaceport. Since it, the wind, the sound, the smells, the walkway's new, probably built by the slavers, but I remember the trees. My village is not far from here. What can I expect to encounter? Sorry, I don't know. It has been so long since I left. I only know the way things were. And many things have changed. I must warn you of one... Oh, I missed that! I looked away. Perhaps his feelings of metal, but if my brother had his ear all this time, I may be very unwelcome. We'll deal with that when the time comes. That is what I'm dreading. My shame was meant to be forgotten in some faraway world. I never thought I'd come back. I'm sorry, I've taken enough of your time. We should press on. Okay, time for a new video. So, see you in a little bit.